Most cars whip up and down the busy Del Cerro road of Madra Avenue. But KPBS reporter Taryn Mento found that at the top of the hill there's a sight that has many hitting the brakes.
This is Madra Dog. He lives at the foot of my driveway and welcomes visitors and friends and folks.
Maybe you've never heard of the Madra Dog, but if you live near the Del Cerro neighborhood, you know exactly what owner Janet Micah's talking about. In fact, he's kind of the talk of the town.
I was at a party once and somebody came over and said, "You have the Madra Dog, right?" And I said, "Yes." And she goes, "I was down at the grocery store and people were talking about the Madra Dog." She goes, "I went to my hairstylist. They were talking about the Madra Dog."
Named after the street Micah lives on, the statue has become a staple in the neighborhood.
Every morning I come here to look at your house.
I appreciate it.
But Madra Dog started out as just a blank slate. It was unpainted when she picked him up at a nursery in Hamul and figured it was a golden retriever. Having raised a few in her time and collecting a few statues, Micah brought it home for a welcome at the end of her driveway. But her brother pointed out it was actually a Rottweiler.
And I went, "Oh, well, there goes my welcome in the driveway." It's more like, okay, we're guarding the driveway.
But last August, that guard dog was the perfect welcome. Micah was hosting a party and stuck a party hat on his head to direct visitors to the correct home.
And it was like, oh, that's funny.
Soon, Madra Dog was donning San Diego sports jerseys on game days. That's when Madra Dog really took off.
One day, I didn't get the Aztec jersey on because it was a busy day. And so the next day, somebody stopped right here in the middle of the street and said, "You didn't put his Aztec jersey on yesterday. We're lucky that they still won." And so I realized this is bigger than I thought.
But what started out as funny took a serious turn last month after the bombings at the Boston Marathon.
And people really reacted to that. They really were like, "Yeah, Boston's strong. We're with you."
In honor of Memorial Day, Madra Dog is decorated in camouflage and flags, with signs to remind folks what the day's really all about. The costumes are sometimes meant to make a statement or just give passersby a laugh. But it's kind of brought the neighborhood closer together.
I've met a lot of people that just stop and introduce themselves, introduce their kids and everything, and I think it's kind of warmed up the whole neighborhood.
And now she says the pressure's on.
This came out of nowhere, and it's kind of growing into a big hobby. I don't want to let the people down. You know, they keep asking, "What's next? What's next?"
Micah says she's already got June planned out, but she's careful to keep it a surprise. Taryn Mento, KPBS News.
I'm